Well, fellas, right here we have a 1978 Lincoln Mark V. I just picked it up pretty cheap from a nice older fella. He's had the car for almost 30 years. Drove it up from Texas. It's in pretty solid shape. Got a little bit of rust in just a couple areas. The interior's there in pretty solid shape. All the electronic stuff works. The only rough part really is the mechanical shape, but even then, you know, it does run and drive. I've got the carburetor off it right now. You can see the vacuum plate hanging out up there, but I wanted to just do a quick little before and after. I'm gonna attempt, if I remember and or care enough, do a little bit of a revival series on this thing and upload some videos along the way just to show the progress of it. So technically day 2 of ownership. This is as it sits. It hasn't been washed, it hasn't been touched. It didn't drive here, it came on a trailer, but it ran and drove off the trailer. Here we go. She's all washed up. This is just off of a pressure wash and hand scrub. I haven't buffed it yet. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to. It does have paint correction in a couple of spots with the incorrect paint and some interesting body work. So I'm a little worried in the areas where the paint's naturally thin and there's a different shade. You can see very obvious this is factory paint, that's not factory paint. And then areas like the hood where it's worn down to bare metal or primer on any of the body lines. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna buff it. I might just wax it and give a good shine on what's left of the factory paint. Give you guys a peek under the hood here. So still 2,000 vacuum lines and a bunch of stuff running everywhere, but now it's clean enough that I can read castings and stickers. So that's about as far as I'm gonna go with cleaning it up in there, other than maybe eventually pulling the motor if it ends up needing some work or some seals. But for now, all I'm waiting on is a gasket set for the carburetor. All right, and in day 2 here, I just finished buffing the whole car. I'm sure you can see the little streaks in it. Fact is, this is my first time buffing anything, let alone something that's a 46 square acre farm field of a car. So I just used too much polish. So there's a lot of residue left over that I'm sure is gonna bake on in the sun tomorrow and be hard to remove, but it did take out a lot of small imperfections. And it definitely took the kind of chalky look out of the paint. I'm sure with the amount of polish that I used, that'll come right back. Let me get up close here. You can see that on the paint, just all the leftover polish. But tomorrow I get my carb rebuild kit. I'll get the carburetor thrown back together, get it thrown on the motor, hopefully make this thing run and drive a lot better. And then my plan after that is not buff it, but go over it with a quick wash and a ceramic coat to kind of shine over and get rid of all my leftover polish and streaks. Hopefully tomorrow, if I do edit this tonight and it's uploaded on Thursday, nice quick little part 1 video of this car, and then tomorrow I'll have a part 2 up for you guys. If I get that carburetor done and everything goes to plan. I might quit filming it at some point. I'm not sure if it's a full, series I want to do, but I figure I might as well document a little bit of it, trying to bring this thing back from the grave. If you guys are curious, it hasn't been on the road since 1998.